Hey guys, welcome to the Ecommerce Paradise podcast. Today I have a special guest on the show. His name is Arlen Robinson. He's a co-founder of Omnistar, which is an affiliate marketing software for e-commerce companies. Welcome to the podcast, Arlen.
Thanks a lot, Trevor. I appreciate being on here.
Yeah, it's really cool to have you on. One of the biggest, coolest ways that people can scale their e-commerce businesses is through referral marketing and using an affiliate program and stuff like that. Omnistar, we were just chatting a little bit before the episode. You guys have been in business for almost 20 years, you were saying. You want to talk a little bit about how you got started with the business and how it's grown to where it's at now?
Not a problem. Yeah, we're kind of in an interesting story how myself and my co-founder got started with the business. About 18 years ago, we both attended Howard University in Washington, D.C. and computer engineering majors. And towards the end of our time there, we both kind of, at that time, it was kind of the beginning of the internet. There was no Facebook, no Twitter, none of that. And at the very beginning of the internet, I guess you could say this was about 96, 97 when we came out of school. And so we really just saw the opportunity and we just didn't know how we wanted to approach it. We just saw that the internet was going to explode. And we knew that, every business was going to need some type of internet presence. We just knew everything was there was a major shift happening, and we saw that. So, out of college, we both worked for two different computer consulting companies in the Washington, D.C. area for a couple of years. And on the side, we kind of laid the groundwork for developing a company, and what we decided to do was start off as a kind of a full service internet development shop. And what was I said it was an interesting story is my co-founder, we actually are originally from the same city, which is a suburb of Chicago, Evanston, Illinois. We actually attended the same high school, and we knew of each other in high school, but we really weren't friends. We may have had a class or two. But when we came to college, we were like, hey, don't I know you? And, we became friends in college and, had a lot of things in common. And then, like I said, kind of the rest is history. As far as kind of my story and why I was motivated to start a company, of course, anybody that starts a company in e-commerce business or any business owner in general, when you first start, there is a process. It's kind of a mind shift you have to go through. You're like, okay, and especially if you're working for a company. We both had well-paying jobs right out of school. There's a pretty large tech hub in the DC and Northern Virginia area. So the opportunities for us were incredible. I mean, I had an offer that I accepted I graduated in May, and then I had my offer in December. So like well before I graduated, I was good with a great salary. We worked for a company for a couple of years, but we saw the opportunity. And one of the things that I thought about was, all right, it came to the point where we knew we wanted to do a company, but there's a fair amount of risk involved when you're, of course, starting a company. And what I was really kind of debating about is I kind of took a look back at my parents. My parents, they're not business owners. They're not business in any type of business field. My dad was a college professor, an English professor for 30 or so years, and my mother was a social worker. But when I was growing up, they actually had an opportunity to purchase, along with some of their friends, a Burger King franchise. But at the time, they were really pretty risk averse. They didn't really want to take the plunge. They thought it was a little risky to put all of their savings into this. And, they didn't want to risk my brother and I's college, resources. So they decided not to do it. But, to make a long story short, it's something they kind of regret, because their friends that went on to purchase this Burger King went on to become very successful. They actually ended up purchasing other franchises and, were very well off. At this point, they've sold them and, are just retired right now, but they made a sizable amount of money. And so when I thought back to that, I'm like, okay, I have the opportunity now. Myself and my business partner have the opportunity now. We see that the internet is going to really just take off. Do I want to make the kind of the same mistake my parents did and just be a little too cautious, or do I want to take the risk? And, decided to just go ahead and take the risk. I didn't have a family at the time, and decided to go ahead and jump into it. And, we started off in, like I said, early 2000, about 1999, 2000, developing custom web-based applications, web-based solutions, and for a variety of different companies and industries, websites, kind of just the whole nine for a variety of businesses. And we really learned a lot working with a lot of businesses. We did that for several years, but I would say probably 5-6 years into it, we got a little burnt out on that. I'm not sure if you're familiar with what it takes to do kind of a full life cycle development project, or if any of the listeners are familiar with that, but it is a bit intensive, working with clients, sitting down with them, doing the design, doing the requirements, the back and forth. And we really, got to the point where a lot of the customers that we were dealing with were a lot of internet startups. Everybody at that time kind of had their idea of a company, of an internet startup, and wanted to jump into it, but they didn't have a lot of cash. And a lot of the businesses we were dealing with just really didn't value what we brought to the table. And we got to the point where we said, okay, it's enough. And what we decided to do is take our expertise, our web application development expertise, and just create our own suite of products. And we created about, I'd say at the highest peak, we had probably about 7 different web products, one of them being an actual e-commerce shopping cart solution. We even had an email mailing list management solution. And our main product, which actually has stuck, and which is our main product today, is our affiliate software, Omnistar affiliate software. That was one of the solutions. And over time, we really just saw that really was the main solution that year over year continued to grow. We got majority of sales with that solution. And we got to the point where we said, okay, are we going to just kind of go all in with that, discontinue other products, or, just kind of spread ourselves too thin? And we just said it's best to just focus full force on the Omnistar affiliate software. And we have done that since mid 2000s, and we've been very successful with it, and have helped benefit a lot of e-commerce businesses today with our platform.
Such an incredible story, and I love how you just happenstance to meet your co-founder so long ago, and that you guys actually got started back in 2000. I mean, like you were saying, like kind of the internet was still really young back then. I just I'm actually in the middle of reading the book called The Everything Store about Jeff Bezos and Amazon and how they got their start, and I wasn't even aware of all the stuff they were doing back in the 90s. To other business back before there were even e-commerce platforms like Shopify or BigCommerce, or I don't even know if WordPress was around back then. So
I don't think it was. Yeah,
I don't think so. Early 2000s.
The internet
started.
Yeah, the internet was definitely a different animal at that time. And like I said, there was no Shopify, there was no BigCommerce, and that's why businesses at that time had to rely on companies like us to create, custom e-commerce solutions and e-commerce systems. So we created, from scratch, a number of different custom e-commerce websites for businesses.
Yeah, man, I could definitely see that being very intensive, and managing it and training people on how to do that and stuff as well. But yeah, with OmniStar, you guys are doing some huge things. You integrate with a bunch of different e-commerce platforms. I'm reading on your website: Shopify, BigCommerce, WooCommerce. You also integrate with Drip, Etsy, ActiveCampaign, Wishlist, MemberPress. So a lot of cool stuff here. Really, really cool. And I would definitely have to say that referral marketing is one of the best ways that e-commerce businesses can grow, whether it's a small business selling, one product that's, 10, 20, 30, $40 or something like that, to online retailers selling products over thousands of dollars. It's traffic that is warm traffic, and it's traffic that for the most part is free as well. So do you want to talk about, like how you're able to help businesses grow with your affiliate software and referral marketing training?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, the reason these days that I believe referral marketing and just word of mouth marketing in general has really exploded and has really just become a marketing channel that, at this point, every e-commerce business should at least explore to some extent. And I think the reason being the word of mouth marketing has exploded is because there's so much out there. There's so much competition, whether you're selling a product or a service. It's hard to get out there. It's hard to get recognized. And I know for myself, whenever I'm purchasing something, because the the space is just, there's so many options. You've got the Amazons, you've got a lot of these niche websites selling, specific products and services. When consumers or anyone looking to purchase a product or services is trying to make a decision, it's tough these days. There's so much information online. You've got these blogs that, do reviews of products, comparisons, and a lot of times I think the end consumer, it can be a little bit overwhelming. And that's why I believe consumers these days rely so heavily on just word of mouth referrals, because if they can get a really solid bona fide referral from a friend, somebody that they know and they trust, that this product or this service is solid, you should just go ahead and try it. That goes, truly a huge, a long way. I mean, I think the stats these days show that over 92% of consumers trust the recommendations of their friends and family or colleagues over any other type of advertising. So, that stat alone, I think, really just kind of says it all, and really shows really the power of referral marketing. And so what we've done is created a web-based platform that will allow any e-commerce business to truly leverage that. And what it does is, of course, helps an e-commerce business increase their website traffic and sales through a referral program. Now, the referral program, a lot of people are always asking me, okay, what's the difference between a referral program and an affiliate program? And it's quite simple, because I know a lot of the terminology is, people can think it's really interchangeable, but really the only difference is a referral program is you're targeting your customers that have used your products or services and are satisfied and are willing to refer people that they know. That's a typical referral program. An affiliate program, only difference is these affiliates are people that may have not, or typically have not used your product or services, and they just want the opportunity to earn a commission and refer as many people as they can to you. That's really the only difference. And our platform, like many others, will allow an e-commerce business to do that, and to really set up their own referral program and affiliate program and put it out there for their customers and anybody that they want to bring on to become affiliates. Because as you said at the beginning, it's an incredible channel, because really to get started with it, as far as other than paying for a platform to manage it, there's no upfront cost that you're paying these referral partners, if you will, or these affiliates, if you will. You're just paying them the commission, and whether it's a percentage of an order total or it's a gift item, they're incentivized by that, and so there's nothing upfront. So in a sense, they really actually become almost an outsourced sales force, and that's what I like to really think of the affiliates and referral partners. And an e-commerce business can really leverage that and really grow with it. And we've seen a lot of companies and helped a lot of businesses do that.
Yeah, I 100% agree. And it's cool that we were talking about Amazon earlier, because they sort of set like the benchmark, the precedent for affiliate marketing for e-commerce back in the day. When they first introduced their affiliate program to the world, it quickly became the most popular affiliate program, and it still is today. Like you were saying, there's websites out there doing reviews and all these like best of articles and stuff like that. And I would say the vast majority of them point to Amazon. And there's no reason that if you sell those products that they're pointing to Amazon as an e-commerce entrepreneur, you can create an affiliate program on your site with Omnistar or whatever, and reach out to those same blogs and offer them a higher percentage or something like that than they would get from Amazon, and they might add your links too. And then you have a whole new source of revenue. Like you said, it's almost completely free, and it's pre-warmed up traffic. People that have already gone through the sales funnel, the top of the funnel, they know like the product type they want. This blog post told them what product they should get, and they see your site and they like it and they buy it from you. So total win-win for everybody involved.
Exactly. And like you said, people are already kind of warmed up to it because of the fact that you have all these affiliates out there. And like you said, Amazon being kind of the main ones who back in the day, kind of started off with an affiliate program and become really successful with it. And so, it's something that people are just already comfortable with doing.
Exactly. So, let's talk a little bit about Omnistar and what you guys do specifically. There's a lot of cool things you do that I've noticed that a lot of affiliate program software out there, they don't do. I guess, do you want to share a little bit about that first, and then I'll ask you specific questions, I guess, beyond that?
Yeah, for sure. And I'll actually touch on a new tool that we just launched probably about a month ago now, a month ago today, that I don't think any of our other competitors really do, which really makes our platform really kind of stand out, and it really helps businesses really get the best of our solution. The bottom line is, there's of course a lot of referral and affiliate programs out there and little systems such as ours, but the main thing that most businesses, are going to be immediately thinking once they launch the program is, okay, how do I get these loyal customers, people to start referring, business my way? What do I do? How do I get these affiliates? It's just, they're not going to drop out of the sky. What do I do? But a business that, has a sizable customer base, even may not even have a sizable, just has some type of customers. That's the first route that you need to go, is to leverage those customers. But a lot of businesses are like, okay, how do I do it? What's the best way to really dig deep and pull out who those loyal customers are? And so what we've done is created another solution which allows a business to send out a one question email survey to their whole customer base. And I know most people, or many people that are listening, have probably gotten this email before. And what it asks customers is, how, on a scale from 0 to 10, how likely would you be to refer others to our company and for our products or services on a scale from 0 to 10? And what we've done is, we think this is really a great way for businesses to pull out those loyal customers, because those people that respond to that survey and answer a 9 or a 10 are at the top, and they responded, they're loyal, they're happy, they're satisfied with what you're doing. So those are people that immediately said they're going to refer. So what we've done is we've integrated this survey tool into our software, or give companies the ability to integrate it into our software, so that if somebody rates a 9 or a 10 when they send out this survey email, they can automatically have these customers signed up into their referral program. So the end customer doesn't have to do anything special. There's no other additional sign up process. We just automatically register them. They get a welcome email saying, thanks a lot for your rating. We really appreciate it. We've gone ahead and enrolled you into our referral program. You can get started today by clicking this link to go to your dashboard and get your referral link. And that's what our system does. It's seamlessly integrated. If people get our new tool, which is called OSI Feedback, and they're able to get these customers right into their affiliate pipeline, if you will, to start referring. And these are going to be those top end customers that have already, pretty much risen their hand and said, I want to go ahead and start referring. And so that tool, I think, alone really sets us apart from our competitors. I don't think any of our other competitors have such a tool or integration that we have.
Yeah, that's genius too. I mean, that's basically using the ask method to determine who your future referral partners are going to be,
Right.
your VIP customers. It's the best way to find out.
Yeah, for sure.
There's so many other cool things you do too. Like you have email templates, pre-written email templates that referral partners can send out to their friends and family, which is really cool.
Yeah. With that, what it is we give any business that gets our solution the ability to create these pre-written email templates, because the bottom line is, when you start an affiliate program, you want to make it as easy as possible for people to refer others. You don't want them to have to go through too many hoops, and that's one of the things that we're constantly doing, is going through our software and finding out, okay, how can we make the experience for these affiliates, for these referral partners, as smooth as possible? Because if they're gonna have to go through too many hoops and struggle, they're just gonna bounce out and be like, oh, this is not for me. I'm not gonna refer anybody to the business. I don't have to go through all of these steps. So an email template is a great way to simplify it for a business. What they can do is create a pre-written email template, text-based email, add it to our system, and make it available to all of their affiliates. So the affiliates just have to click to copy it, and they can paste it into their own email program. It'll automatically include the affiliate's referral link. And so the tracking will work. If they send it out and somebody comes through the link, and makes a purchase, of course, it'll track it back to the affiliate and they'll get a commission. So that's one of the ways. We also have an integration with social media, Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn, so that the business could actually create pre-written posts for social media for their affiliates. So, of course, you're going to be encouraging people to share on social media, but when you say, okay, can you go ahead and share? They may not know what to write. They may not know what to say. So you want to take all of that pain away from them and just say, okay, is a pre-written template post that'll include a graphic and some text. All you have to do is share it on your timeline. You can even put an intro just to say, something like, check this out. This is a great product, and just make it super easy. And all of that we have integrated into our solution. And that's really, one of the main things that we focus on is just making it super easy for affiliates to share and to promote.
Yeah, I think it makes a big difference. It makes a big difference for the vendor and for the customer. For the vendor, a lot of these small e-commerce entrepreneurs, they don't really understand how to run an affiliate program, and it's right. It's fair. Like that kind of understanding is takes some extra education. So you guys do a lot more cool stuff though too that I'm just starting to realize. You do discount codes and coupons specifically for the customers to incentivize the purchasing, which is really cool because like if you think about it, other programs, they don't really have that integrated into them. So and that obviously really helps. There's a few things that really help get affiliate sales. There's special coupon codes, like you just talked about the email templates and stuff like that. The surveys for getting them in there, and then just helping them understand how to do affiliate marketing. Like you guys even have like a contest manager. I really like that because you guys could be helping people basically set up a contest for their customers to, let's say, do like a video of the product that they just got or something like that, and everybody enters that contest or whatever, and one of them wins a free product or something like that, right? Or something like that.
Yeah, exactly. And so those are just some many ways that we have some tools and solutions to really allow the business to maximize, maximize the activity from their affiliates. You spoke of the coupon code feature, which is great because, typically when you think about an affiliate program, you just think of, the affiliates just get a link, they can share that link, promote it however they want. The coupon code feature, which is something that we have a lot of our companies that use our software that utilize. A lot of companies actually that use Shopify utilize this because it just gives the affiliates an alternate way to promote. And when I say the coupon code feature, is what it does is a business can actually assign a specific coupon code to an affiliate, and it tie that code into our system. So the affiliate could either share his link, or they can just say, oh, go to this store and use my code. So it just makes it super easy because let's say the affiliate is out and about, he's talking to somebody about, let's say he's an affiliate of a headphone company, and he says, yeah, these are some great headphones, but yeah, I actually have got a 20% coupon for you to use, and you can get a great discount. You can go ahead and check it out. Just go ahead and use my code, Ron 263 or whatever the code is. They can say, okay, great, I'm going to use that code. They can, take note of it, and all they have to do is go to the store and use that code to get the discount. But because of the integration that we have, the affiliate will get credit anytime that code is used, and they'll get a commission will get calculated.
That's great for word of mouth, especially like even YouTube videos, Instagram, stuff like that.
For sure. Then that's Instagram is kind of a really big thing about, and kind of one of the reasons we developed the coupon code feature, because we were getting a lot of businesses as Instagram was continuing to explode. We got a lot of businesses saying, okay, how are my affiliates going to promote on Instagram? It's a logical question. And as most people that are familiar with Instagram know, when you do an Instagram post, you can't put a direct outside link in the post text. You can only link to, hashtag pages or other Instagram pages within their whole system. So the question is, how does someone promote? And that's where the coupon code feature comes into play. Within that Instagram posting text, they can just say, you can go to this site, use my coupon code, and get your discount. So that's another great way to make it easy for, like you said, those social platforms like Instagram and even YouTube. Somebody's doing a YouTube video, they can they can verbally mention the code.
Yeah, it's just so cool to have that built into the system. You just don't see that in other platforms. So there's other things here too you guys do. You have a thing called Smart Rewards, and you basically you don't have to just offer commissions. You can offer gift cards or something like that in exchange. So you kind of set up your own referral program, however it works best for your brand, kind of like an ambassador program maybe at that point.
Yeah, exactly. The Smart Rewards is just giving a business the opportunity to really determine what they want the reward to be. Generally, I would say, the majority of the companies that are using our software do a commission-based referral program where it's a percentage of an order total that they give their affiliates. But we do have some customers and a lot of people that are saying, I don't really necessarily want to give a commission. I'd rather just give a gift item, maybe a gift card or a gift. And the Smart Rewards will allow a business to do that. And so what they could do is they could set a particular, I guess you could say, kind of threshold or a particular order total before the reward is released. And so they could say something like, okay, after you refer 5 people that purchase anything, we'll give you this reward, or we'll give you a $50 gift card. And our software will facilitate that. And so essentially, if I'm an affiliate and I refer 5 people to, let's say, the headphone company website, I'm gonna after the 5th person, my reward gets released to me, and I'll get the details on how I redeem my reward. And so that's it's a really a great way to handle it. And we do have many businesses that are starting to do that type of thing because they don't necessarily want to give out a cash reward.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. It's really cool. And another feature I really actually liked, I have to mention, is the auto sign up feature. So it looks like you can actually automatically have your customers sign up to the program. They don't have to sign up separately. And then I'm assuming you would be able to set up like some sort of an email sequence that goes along with that. Like, hey, you automatically, are set up as a referral partner, and you can refer people to this code, and then maybe even a link to like the contest kind of a thing or whatever, like, to expand beyond that. That's pretty sweet.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, the way that actually works is there's a couple of ways that it can work. A business can do that if they were to get our OSI feedback survey integration. We have that. That's virtually an auto sign up feature where those people that rate a 9 or 10 are automatically going to get registered as a referral program. So that's one way to do it. But for those that just get the affiliate software and don't get the survey system, and they want to just automatically get all of their customers automatically registered as affiliates when they purchase, that feature can be turned on. We've got a lot of customers that use that, a lot of Shopify customers that do that. So what will happen is when the customers purchase, they get to the thank you page and complete the order, it'll trigger them getting added into our system. And then that triggers the email that goes out to them, as you mentioned. That's, the welcome email that says, thanks for your purchase. We've gone ahead and we've enrolled you into our referral program. You can get started right away by going here. And it just makes it super simple. And it really just kind of goes back to what I said earlier. And the reason we came up with this particular feature is because you want to take the pain away from people having to, sign up and fill out a long form. Anything that you can do to make someone's life simpler, they're going to be they'll be more willing to do it. If there's not a lot of steps they got to go through, if you just automatically sign them up, then it makes it easier. Now, as far as like an auto responder sequence that you mentioned, we don't do that internally within our software, but it's done through integrations that we have with most of the major email list systems like MailChimp, ActiveCampaign, Campaign Monitor, and several others. And what that will do is through those integrations, we have API integrations with all of those and several others. What it'll do is when the affiliates become an affiliate, you can have them automatically added to a specific autoresponder list and have it handled through any of those systems. So that's how that works.
That's awesome, man. Yeah, I also noticed that on your website you have a really cool blog. You have tons and tons of content, all sorts of good things people can learn about affiliate marketing and just generally speaking, making more money with e-commerce.
Right.
You guys have been doing that for a while, huh?
We have, yeah. The blog has really grown. A lot of my responsibilities these days has been a lot of outreach. I guess these days, as you know, as a business owner, you wear a lot of hats. But these days, the hat that I typically wear is business development and outreach. So I'm forming a lot of partnerships. We do a lot of guest blog posting. We let others post on our blog. We post on others' blogs, and we're constantly putting as much content out there as possible. For one, we really value the content, and we put a lot of attention to the content that we put out there. For one, is because we understand it's difficult. When you have an e-commerce business, there's a lot of information out there. There's a lot of stuff you got to weed through as far as marketing, and sometimes people don't know what's what. And so we want to make sure whatever we put out there is clear. It's good information. It's backed by sound resources and sources and experts. And so that's why we spend a lot of time coming up with those articles that we think will benefit our audience, our listeners, and our customers, and our anybody that's following that. So yeah, you're right. The blog has really grown, and it'll continue. It will continue to grow these days, and that's one thing that many businesses don't really realize. But as far as ranking organically, in Google and the other major search engines, consistent blog posting is really kind of a key to that, to assist, to allowing you to get content out there and getting links to other sites and getting links back to your site. So it's really key.
That's 100% the truth, man. When it comes to any kind of affiliate marketing, referral marketing, it has to be in congruency with a solid content marketing plan and a solid outreach plan. Doing the content marketing in the first place allows you to possibly get backlinks from really great authoritative sites in your niche. And I think that's one of the biggest benefits here, of course, is having these authorities link back to your product pages, and of course then ranking those product pages higher.
Right.
As long as they do follow backlinks. And of course, there's a lot more SEO stuff that goes into that. But yeah, the guest posting thing is great. And what you guys are doing with content marketing is wonderful. You have a lot of lead generation on your blog. So at the very top of your blog, you have an opt-in form for a guide. And e-commerce store owners, I don't think they realize how important lead generation is beyond just offering a coupon code, but offering guides, offering training, things like that go along with your products and along with your guides is really, really important. And it just goes perfectly in line with the referral program.
Right. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, there's, all of those things. And unfortunately, I don't see enough of it when I'm even looking at customers that use our software, as far as their blogs and what they're putting out there. And I don't think enough businesses put enough emphasis on, the value that they're putting out there to their end customer, because that really is what's going to set them apart. That they really have to understand, okay, now that my customer has my product or is using my services, what is going to benefit them? And, because those customers, of course, can turn to repeat customers, and they can refer others. And so it's, you have to really look at what's going to give them value. And, I know it may not be quite clear, especially for like a product-based business that sells a one-off product. They're like, okay, people purchase my product, that's it. They're done. What else do they need? But they have to really put themselves in the shoes of their customers and really ask themselves, okay, if I have this product, what else would I need? So like, let's say they're selling, I'm thinking of camping products. Let's say they're selling a camping tent. All right. What would really be helpful to somebody purchasing my tent? I mean, I can think of a number of things. Number one, a brief YouTube video that goes through proper assembly, or maybe some quick hacks to storing it, the proper ways to roll it up, stuff like that. Wear and tear types of videos that say, okay, if you get a tear in your tent, this is the best way to handle it. Those are things that, if your customers will have access to, are going to really go a long way. They're going to really appreciate that. And, if you do have other ancillary products or services that go along with that, then, they're going to really be tied to you, and then they'll trust your brand a lot more, and won't really, divert themselves elsewhere, because they know that, you're a solid company. You've put out really helpful information, and they're going to, I think that really goes a long way.
I agree 100%. And to add to that, yeah, you can also use your content that's on your website, helpful content and amplifier content, things that like drive people from the top of the sales funnel to the bottom of the sales funnel, deciding to make that product purchasing decision. You can use that content to amplify your referral marketing ventures. Like you can say to your affiliates, hey, here's a piece of content on our blog that really helps, sell these products. Mention this to your readers with your code or just with, your affiliate code or whatever attached to it. And it should really help drive those sales, and kind of like a webinar helps drive sales for an information product. A nice long guide will help drive sales for a e-commerce product. So
yeah, for sure. Yeah, I hadn't thought too much about that, but you're right. The businesses can truly leverage certain things, certain aspects of their site that their affiliates, may not be akin to, that can really help push through sales. So they really have to think of it as, all right, I'm doing these things directly for my business to help drive sales. Can these things be then turned over to the affiliates? Can I tell them about these blog posts that are helpful? And yeah, you're right. All of those things can truly help. It's interesting that you mentioned webinar. I'm actually doing a webinar next week. I'm not sure when this podcast is going to go live, but August 29th, we're doing a webinar on 2 marketing channels, one being, of course, referral marketing and then video marketing. I've teamed up with an interesting gentleman. His name is Michael Jamin, and he is actually a Hollywood screenwriter and a successful e-commerce business owner. And he's really taken his knowledge of storytelling and help really grow his brand. His brand is twirlygirlshop.com. And what they do is they sell girls' dresses, and he works with his wife that is co-founder of the company. And he's created a number of different videos and viral videos that have really told their story and have really made them really successful. So he's going to talk a lot about that and how you translate that into creating successful successful videos for Facebook and YouTube and the whole nine. So I'm pretty excited about that.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it that stories really do help sell. And there is no reason why, any e-commerce company, whether they're selling someone else's products or their own products, should be, doing webinars. Like webinars is just another form of content. It's basically, it's basically repurposed content with a lot more storytelling. And then of course, some selling at the end of it. So,
right.
And there you go. You can build a webinar funnel and use your affiliates to drive that sort of a launch into your e-commerce store, and kind of brings up the thought of Amazon doing their whole Prime Day thing, because that's how they do it too. They don't have a webinar per se, but they have a funnel and they have a bunch of JVs, which are all the affiliates across, the world. And they have an event, and it's a big event, whatever, 3-day event. And then they have them just shoot out crazy amounts of emails and social posts and stuff and drive tons of traffic, and they have special deals. And I mean, any e-commerce store owner can do that with the proper software. And it sounds like OSI affiliate Omnistar is like a really good solution for that. So
yeah, definitely, for sure. And like you said, as far as the webinars are concerned, a lot of businesses don't really realize. I think people kind of shy away from them because it is a little bit of effort, of course, to put it together, promote it, market it, get what it is you're talking about together, and coordinate it. So I think a lot of people shy away because they don't want to go through all of the steps that it takes to set it up, but they don't really realize what it can. It's not really just a one-time thing, and that's the power of social media these days. Once you and that's really the power of being able to have, I guess you could say, quote unquote, evergreen content. Once you get that webinar recorded, you can put it out there. You can do a blog post about it, point to the recording of the video. You can have a YouTube channel or video with that, and on and on. I mean, you can add it to your email list and link to it. It's just, it's endless. And, you can always refer back to it even after, several months pass or even years pass. You can refer back to it, and that helps out.
That's right. Yeah. Create like an evergreen webinar funnel or something, or evergreen launch funnel for your e-commerce business, and use it over and over again for the sales holidays, and for your own branded sales holiday if you want to. Possibilities are endless. And it's just great, man. Like, you guys are doing a huge thing. Your business has really, really grown since it started. And you have a great offering. it's amazing to see all the work that you guys have done.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, it's been quite a journey. Yeah, definitely quite a journey. We've seen a lot, we've experienced a lot, and at the end of the day, I'm satisfied if we're able to make an impact to business owners that are just kind of struggling to get out there and to get more sales, and we think our platform is something that can help them do that.
That's awesome. Well, I think that we've covered pretty much the bases. If you guys want to go check it out, it's osiaffiliate.com. And I would definitely highly recommend checking out their blog. They have so many good articles there, and sign up for their, it's like they have a 6-month complete guide to marketing your e-commerce store. And they have a free video course as well. So osiaffiliate.com/blog. I'll link in the description of the podcast, and this will be on YouTube as well. So if you guys are watching on YouTube, you can click the link in the description below. And so I think we went over everything. Do you have any parting advice for e-commerce store owners, I guess? Maybe like a hack or something to get started today with digital marketing?
Sure. Let's see. As far as a hack for an e-commerce business owner, I would say parting words would probably be one of the things that I kind of see consistently is a lot of businesses, there's a lot of things that you can do as far as marketing is concerned. And I think a lot of businesses are a little too, because there's so much that you can do, a lot of businesses kind of are hesitant to try different things. The number one thing that I would say a business should do is to just try things and then analyze the results, see what sticks, and then pivot from there. That's the number one thing, because you really are not going to know what impact a certain strategy is going to have until you really do it and then really analyze the results. I know there's a lot out there, but what I would recommend doing is, maybe once a month, every couple months, pick a particular strategy and, give it, put some effort into it, put some money into it, whether it's Facebook ads, whether it's pay-per-click marketing on, through Google, and see where it goes. Try that for a particular time period. Do your, focus on that, see what return that brings, and then really go from there. If you're seeing a return, then, double down on it and put more into it. If you're not, then, pull away. So that would be the number one piece of advice, is just to try different things and analyze the results, and then, really just pivot from there.
Cool, man. Awesome advice. Definitely don't be afraid to experiment, guys. It's important when you're scaling to, see what works. And like Arlen was saying, it's different for every company. It's different for every brand. It's different for every niche. So don't be afraid to experiment, but also go with the data and, do what it takes to split test and all that stuff. So
Right.
Great tips, Arlen. Really appreciate you being on the podcast, man. You've been so generous.
No problem.
You know what? Your company is great. If you guys want to check it out, again, osiaffiliate.com. And thanks for giving your time.
Yeah, not a problem, Trevor. And then one quick note, we have a quicker way to get to the site. For those that are just listening, you can actually just go to getosi.com. It's a quicker domain that'll pull up our site. That's just getosi.com. And then for the new product that we launched, which is the survey tool, you can just go to getosi.com/feedback, and that'll take you to our OSI feedback product.
Awesome. I'll make sure I include those links in the description so you guys can easily click them. All right. Well, so good to talk to you, Arlen, and thank you again. And
not a problem. Thank you for this wonderful opportunity, Trevor. I really appreciate it.